Good evening and welcome to the Hitchin Girls End of Season Awards for 2019-2020. I would like to start by saying a few thank yous, and then I'm going to hand you over to the coaches to talk about all their team groups. I'd like to thank our sponsors, MNP and the Kelly Group, for all their support this year. And I would also like to thank all the coaches for all the hard work that they've done, always on a voluntary basis. I'd really like to mention as well the stuff that Chris has been doing with the under-13s with the challenges for the last few weeks. I think it's been absolutely brilliant and thoroughly enjoyed them myself. I'd also like to thank the club for their continued support, and I'd like to thank the committee. I'd also like to thank Adrian Pomfret, who has been our representative on the committee for the last many years, since before I even started with the club in the girls section, and I'd like to say a very, very special thank you to him because he is retiring from the position this year. And I'd also like to say a big welcome to Maria Stevens, who is going to take his place on the committee, so thank you very much for doing that. And now I would like to pass you on to the coaches who will hand out the awards. Good luck everybody, and thank you very much for making this year very special for all of us.
Dad, you can't film in that old shirt. It's the Hitchin Awards.
Don't worry, Neve. I've got this covered.
Oh, no.
Good evening, everyone. So, what can I tell you about the under-13s? They've had quite a season. Dino, Kate and Ross left us at the beginning of the season. We had a squad of 10 players. Amazingly, towards the end of the season, with the encouragement of the girls, several school tournaments and the backing of the coaches, we finished our season with 24 players. 24 girls playing rugby at under-13s level is fantastic. My first foray into coaching girls this season. It's been a learning curve for me as well. We started off at the RAF tournament back in the start of the season last year. We played a lot of our local teams and some others and lost every game. Took a good long hard look at ourselves after that and thought, we can't carry on in this way. We learnt through the season that the harder we trained and the longer we trained, the much better chance we had of winning. And that went to show itself when we went to a tournament a few weeks later at OAs and faced most of the teams that we'd played in the RAF tournament again, and the girls proceeded to go out there, play their socks off and beat every team there, including OAs, by 3 or 4 tries. It was a very, very good day for the girls, great confidence builder, and from then we've gone on through the season and beaten most of our local teams. With the exception of Peterborough and Eton Manor, who were very well drilled. Everyone else locally has tasted defeat from the Hitchin under-13s, and I'm really, really proud of the way that the girls have conducted themselves on and off the field this year. Sad that our season came to an end when it did. For me, being a soft old git, I absolutely miss everyone in the team, so I look forward to getting back to seeing you all next season, and hopefully we can carry on with the great rugby that we left last season with. On to the awards.
Hello everyone. Hitchin Rugby Club motto is no experience necessary, just spirit. So it was great to be able to present the Under-13 Girls Spirit of Rugby Award. The Under-13 squad has shown tremendous spirit throughout the season, from an exceptionally warm start with dry pitches through the rain and snow to an unfortunately early finish. This year's winner has been front and centre throughout the season, regardless of the conditions. She has brushed off knocks in the game, contributes to the action and always puts in 100%. But as importantly, recognises the achievement of others in the team, not just scoring tries, but improving as individuals, both in training and on match days. Not only that, she offers comfort when needed, because that doesn't always go their way. As a player, she takes feedback positively and has developed throughout the year, adapting her style of play. The coaching team feedback includes terms such as positivity, supportive, tough, the right attitude, and what a modern sportswoman should be. Her only weakness is in the choice of off-field footwear. This year's winner is Evie. Well done.
It's been really tough picking people. We had some new girls join us that must get a mention in this program. Leia, Roshana, Olivia, India, and Gracie, fantastic all season. Since they joined us from the Robert Bloomfield Academy, they have been key players in the team. Leia and Roshana particularly, and we're definitely in contention to win awards this season. So I'm looking forward to you girls coming up to the under-15s with me next year. Can't wait to coach you. Another stalwart of the team this season has been Thea. Playing in all sorts of positions, wing, back, centres, tackled her socks off, made some amazing runs. And again, all the coaches mentioned these players when these awards were decided. It's really tough to pick winners. It leads me on to our Most Improved Players Award. So again, lots of people that could have won this award. It couldn't be decided between two players. All the coaches voted for both of these players, and I was the same. I voted for them as well. They've been hugely dedicated to training, being at training most weeks, hardly missed a game all season. It's glad that we're able to split the award and give it to both of these players, because they don't come as a one, they come as a pair. Some people might have guessed it already, but they turn up to training together, they turn up to games together, they leave games together, and most of the time outside of rugby, they're together. They both have improved greatly this season. One of them coming from football to change into rugby, which has been a big change for her. Tackling, running with the ball, rucking, soaking up all the information that the coaches give them. They've been fantastic, and they're going to go on in the under-13s next year to play some amazing rugby. So the winner of the Most Improved Player of the Year award is Poppy and Nell. Well done, girls. Really well deserved.
Hi everyone, welcome to our unusual awards dinner. Obviously there's no dinner, but as you can see, me and Dino are at a table 2 metres apart though, I hasten to add, just for social distancing. So it's a bit different than usual. We're just going to go through our usual awards, a couple of little things, and then we'll go from there. So first of all, just want to go through the season and how well we think the season has gone as coaches. Started off with numbers turning up at the beginning of the season and growing to about 30 girls. That's gone up and gone back down again, but really through the whole of the season we've had 31 players, and that's been brilliant. And we've tried to make sure that all the girls have got at least 50% of game time, which is in line with the RFU thing, so I think everyone has got that when we've played, and done really well. We'd also just like to say how well I think the girls have done with training. It started off beginning of the season and some of the skills were very, very low, and they built up and they stuck at it, and the difference from the beginning of the season to the end, handling, rucking, everything that we do, the drills, they've just been top notch, and the girls have put a lot of work in. So for that, I can't fault the girls. You know, I'll come back to one game that stands out in our mind, or two games rather, which was the Welling game at the beginning of the season when we got absolutely stuffed by them by 70 points or so, and we looked shambles, and we talked afterwards as coaches thinking, I won't say what the words were, but you know, it was pretty much what we're going to do here. And we went to it and we had a plan, and fair play to the girls, they stuck to our plan. First game after Christmas we played Welling away again, and we lost, I think it was 30 something 19 or something like that, and our girls absolutely performed out of their skins. Speaking to their coaches after the game, said they were the best physical team they played against, out-rucked them, which we totally did. It's just that they were a team that had been together for 5 years and we've been together for 4 months, so that was really, really good. One of the things that I think we find as coaches is it's a shame what's happened, obviously, with everything that's going on. We didn't get to see the best out of our girls. I think at the end of the season we would have turned some heads. The competitions we'd have gone to, the bits and pieces we'd have done, I think we'd have turned teams over, we'd have won some tournaments.
Definitely building towards that.
Yeah, we'd have beaten some girls, you know, and I don't think we didn't win loads of games this season. The games that we should have won, we didn't win. But I think hopefully they'll learn for next season. So on that front, we'll see what goes on for next season. If you're in 15s, 18s, whatever you're doing, I think you need to stick at it and just keep going for what we're doing. You know, at the end, the cup run that we had, we started off losing to Buckingham. We weren't brilliant, we were okay. We showed what we did in our next 2 games, and we won that league. We should have won our quarter-final. Silly mistakes, again, we were the better team by far. And hopefully, again, you girls will learn from that. You know, that's just something we want to do. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. So that's it really for the season. You know, we could go on, but
Yeah, I think
short.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to add on to that was that we know under 15s. We've seen it with
Ross and with Kate were saying, it's such a big jump from under 13s to under 15s. 13s have got a whole new game to learn, how to play. It's a tough jump up, and then the under 15s are starting up as the older ones. They're expected to now lead the line, having learned from one season. And you've done amazing. Every year, the under 15s, it amazes me looking at how much progress has been made by all you girls out there. I think something as well that surprised me was how much the introduction of county to the girls in this year. It really brings out a drive from all the girls. And you know, so proud of all us coaches that so many girls got put forward from Hitchin Rugby Club to county trials. They represented and did amazing. You know, there was some disappointment in decisions made, but there always will be. What I was really proud of was the reaction to that, and the girls came back bigger, stronger, harder, and proving a point, and that's what it should be. Yeah, and we're just so proud of everything they've done this season, how far you've come from under 13s to under 15 into the 15s group, been brought along and then counted into the fray. So yeah, we're really well done for everybody on that one.
Yeah, so okay, bit of housekeeping to do. I just want to make some thank yous for the season. Anyway, first my thank you is to Dino, Kate, and to Ross. We're a coaching unit. We work together. I think we've worked well this year. You know, it's not just one person. We've talked. What girls don't see and parents you might not know is we talk during the week. We WhatsApp group. We'll say, right, this is what we're planning. This is what we're doing. And without these guys, we couldn't do. You know, you can't do it with one or two people. We needed, especially with a squad of 30. We needed 4 coaches, and it worked really well. So again, I want to thank the coaches for that. Dermot, I know he'll probably be watching this. Dermot, big thanks to Dermot because he sorts out all the crap work, all the stuff where we don't want to do, all the paperwork, all your registration forms. He does the fixtures. He'll have 90% of the fixtures sorted for next season if we're playing them at some stage. They'll all be done. So for him, big thank you. And you know, parents as well. Thanks for your support that we have from you, getting your girls to training when we ask you to get them there at that time or whatever time, getting them to. I know Sunday mornings sometimes or Sunday afternoons. Whenever we change things around, it's great that you can help us out by having your support. We can really get a team going. So for that, thank you very much. Tour, gutted the tour didn't go ahead. I think we all are. But I've got to put a big thank you out there for Kate. The amount of work that she has done is unbelievable. You know, not just organising where we're going, but then she organises all the facilities, all the teams that we're playing against, collects the money. Then when it gets all kicked into touch, then she pays it all back again. So Kate, a massive thank you for that. And also I'd like to also thank Louise and Maria as well, who were helping out on the committee for that, for helping out. You know, the work that they did as well was great. So thanks very much. And Mark and Tracy, unbelievable with the barbecue.
Absolutely.
You know, again, the commitment there, not watching Connie play, but coming up, still doing the barbecue and running the barbecue. A big thank you for that. And I know there were some parents that helped out on that. And sorry, I didn't see who was doing it, but I know some of the parents helped out with the barbecue. So thanks to them parents as well. So that's my thanks. If I've forgotten any, I'll apologise. But you know, we're trying to keep this as short as possible. But thanks very much for that. So I think we're into the awards, isn't it?
We are, awards time.
Awards. Unfortunately, we haven't got any gongs yet. That's Dermot sorting that out again, so we'll blame him at the moment. But the first one we're going to start with is the most improved. And it's probably the hardest one to judge. Because you've got girls that are in a certain ability, you've got people starting new, people changing positions. It's a tough one to do. So many players turn up again this season. Girls turn up from the under 13s up to the 15s. The girls changing positions. It's a tough one to go. So this one for us is always the hard one. There's some girls who just missed out or are in contention. You know, Emma Perry, Amber Jackson, Tate Baker, Freya Smith, Berry Clark. All they were up there. All the rest of it. But the girls that we could go on with other different pieces. But the girls we thought were our most improved. You know, and there's one girl. She wears a heart on her sleeve. She always gives everything she can. I know she was very gutted not even to get a county selection nominee to go to trials. Was gutted about it, but put that behind her, got on with it, kept training, kept playing hard. By the end of the season, captained the last few games, and by all accounts was leading by example. And for that, she ended up being our most improved. That's Casey King. Well done.
Well done, Casey.
Yeah, really well deserved. But with it being an unusual year, we haven't just got one, we have 2 most improved this year. And the second one is another one who's moved from the backs into the forwards. And at the beginning of the season we played, I think it might have been the Welling or the OA's game, I can't remember which one it was. Scrum went flying back, She hurt herself in the forwards, came to us and said, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that. And okay, we spoke to her, said, just give it another go. End of the season, was loving it, was doing really well, has transformed into a different player from what I've seen as the forwards coaching as well. I know her dad will agree with me on that because he's done a lot of stuff with her, but was leading the line, taking the ball on, and that's what we need more from her next year. You know, determination, her bravery that she shows, and she's not the biggest of girls, but she shows it with her heart. So our second player of the year this year, or most improved player of the year, is Imogen Moggy Alawley. So well done, Moggy. You thoroughly deserve that.
Congratulations, Moggy. And from seeing you from where you are from under 13s to where you are now, amazing.
Yeah.
Well done.
More next year.
Now it's time for the under 18 Most Improved Player Award. There were a lot of girls this year who played really well. A lot of people got a lot better. I think our core skills were already very good, but there was a lot of great work on game management and knowing when to pass and stuff like that there. There was a lot of girls who definitely made the shortlist. I think a lot of this was epitomised by Abigail Turner and Zoe Williams in the try they scored at the RAF Festival. It was absolutely spectacular, and it was definitely for me the try of the year. But this year's winner really upped her intensity in playing the game this year. She's been playing for a while, but this year was definitely by far her best, and I'm delighted to say that the player that wins the award this year is Maisie Lake. Well done.
So the Inner Warrior Award for the under-13s. Again, we've got 24 warriors, so it's a really hard award to pick a winner for this one. Although there has been one girl that has stood out with her braveness and her warrior attitude this year. She's often made runs from very deep in our own half to score tries, often those tries helping us to go on and win the game. Not only is she great at running with the ball, very quick, she is also an extremely good tackler. And when you see this young lady and how tall and slim she is, you would not expect her to tackle the way she does. Other coaches from other teams have commented on what an amazing tackler she is, and I'm sure that she can go on to do some absolutely amazing things in rugby. So our Inner Warrior Award goes to Lucy Baverstock. Well done, Bav. You've been amazing. Look forward to seeing it again next season.
Next award is Inner Warrior. Like all the awards, really hard to choose. So many girls put themselves up for this award by the way they worked. We thought long and hard about it, and it's about the bravery and grit they've shown out on the pitch. It's not about being the fastest, it's not about being the strongest. It's not a technical, this is purely giving your everything out there. There's been great moments to watch this season. Emma Harris leading the line, taking the ball in from the first pod, and just every time running into the biggest mutant you can find and winning this ball back from the move. Or Lucy White, I've got to say, one of my favourite tackles of the season. I think it was Welling game, girls gone straight through her, tried to steamroll her out the way, did not give up. In her way, took her down, and try-saving tackle. Fantastic stuff to see, and you know, it's what it's about when you put your body on the line. Could go on all night, but this award goes to someone who's had to make a lot of try-saving tackles this season. No matter how big, no matter how fast the person's been at running at her, they've gone down. She's not backed down, she's been solid in defence. She's chased down every opposition kick to win the ball, narrowly for the team. She's been, avoided being minced, and I've no idea how she's ghosted out of the way on some of them. She's not the fastest, she's not the strongest, and she's definitely not the most confident, but she refused to let the team down at any point. And playing fullback, your tackles, your catches, they're always in the spotlight. You miss them, it's noticed. One mistake can cost a try. But Inner Warrior this season goes to Lois Wilson. She really deserves it. Worked so hard this season.
Well done, Lois. Really well deserved.
Hi. So, to the Inner Warrior Award. This award goes to the team battler, the fighter, the smiler, the person that never gives up. First, some notable mentions: Lily Arias, Louise Adams, Leah, Abby Lawrence, all were in close contention this year. But this year's winner is a player who, even when dripping wet, is probably the lightest in the squad. She will play in any position on the field. She's fearless, never takes a step back from a tackle, has a brilliant tackle technique, and it will always smile, even when she's in pain. So this year, it's my great pleasure to award the Inner Warrior Award to Lauren Walker. Well done, Lauren.
Now it's time for Player of the Season for the under-13s. It was a very close call between a few of the girls this year for Player of the Season, but it came down to one of the younger members of the under-13s group, who is a great team player, who supports all the rest of her team. Best attribute is she gives 110% every single game, every single training, whether we're winning or losing. It gives me great pleasure to present the award to Imogen. Congratulations.
We come to our last two awards, and we're going for Player of the Season. This is the coach's Player of the Season. Our Player of the Season from the coaches, again, tough one to pick from. So many girls who could be up there. But we went for someone, it's their first season at Hitchin and has made a massive, massive impact. Yeah, from day one she's wanted to learn, she's given 100%. She's always there, you know, asking questions. Consistent performer, never less than a 7 out of 10. Usually 8, 9, 10 out of 10. All that sort of stuff. She's a pain in the arse, she really is. She's a big ball carrier, she's a big rucker, she just likes to be a nuisance, as I would say it. And also, I've never had a girl come up to me and say, oh, I've got a county trial next week for cricket, and we come there, how'd you get on? Yeah, I didn't really want to get in, I didn't get in, great, means I can play rugby more. So I think I've probably given that away by that anyway. And I look forward to hopefully coaching them more next year with the under-18s, where I think she'll develop massive. Our player of the year for the coaches is Daisy Fitzgerald. Fitzy, well done, totally deserved it.
Well done,
Player of the
Fitzy,
season.
superb, proper.
So to this year's Player of the Year award for the under-18s. First, some notable mentions. Kaylin, Lottie, Louise were definitely all in contention this year and played outstandingly well. But this year's Player of the Year is a girl who always makes maximum effort. This year she has represented Hertfordshire and has been part of Saracen's Centre of Excellence. She will run herself into the ground and has done on many occasions this year. She is the annoying player that you hate to play against, so we're really glad that she's a Hitchin player. She is a talent for being late for training, even when she's been there for hours practicing her kicking. So this year it is my pleasure to award the Under-18 Player of the Year to Lara Jones. Well done, Lara.
Well, our last award is the Players Player Award. When I played rugby, and I'm sure that most of the coaches will agree with me, this was the one you always wanted to win. To be admired and respected enough by your fellow teammates that they want to choose you for this award is a thing to be hugely proud of. And this year's Players Player is the perfect choice. I couldn't have asked the girls to pick anyone better for this. This player leads the team by example. She wouldn't ask the team to do anything that she couldn't do, and if she couldn't do it, she'd give it a blooming good go at doing it in any case. When she gets on the ball, she's incredibly hard to stop. Bulldozer are in her way through many oppositions this year. She's a fantastic tackler on the boot and puts her heart and soul into every game. One thing I admire as a rugby player is heart and passion, and she has the bags and bags of this in abundance. She's upset if we lose a game, she's over the moon if we win a game. Most importantly, she just wants to play the game. So the Players Player Award this year goes to Katie Chaplin. Well done, Katie. Can't wait to see some more of it again next season. That's it from the under-13s. Girls, just to say, I had an amazing season coaching you. You're all warriors, and I'm really looking forward to catching up with you all when we can get back to some rugby. Stick at it, keep training in the off-season so that when you come back you can play easier. Missing you all I hope you enjoyed the awards night. Well done to the winners, and the girls that didn't get awards, you're amazing anyway. Thanks very much.
And last but by no means least is your girls' vote for your player of the season. This is one we feel means the most because it's you picking on behalf of the team to say this is the person that's made the most impact for you. Now, this year is when there's someone that gives it everything, week in, week out, in everything she does. She's the first one to training, she's the last one to leave. She's looking to constantly improve her game and improve as a player. I've seen her single-handedly try and turn the tide of a game that's already been lost. She hits one tackle, gets up, makes the next one, gets up from that, then wins a ruck all on her own. She'll run back the restart of a game after a try's been scored. She's sitting there sprinting back to get as much time as possible to level the score. But this is all done from a team perspective. It's not done because she wants to win. There's nobody's fault for a missed tackle. If the ball's dropped, it's no one's problem. She'll make the effort to pick up the teammate, encourage them to get straight back up and at it again. We see this week in, week out. Yeah, from us we see it, but it's great to know that your teammates see it and appreciate her as well. And this award is well deserved and goes to Sarah Murphy. Well done.
Well done, Sarah. Well deserved. So that's it. End of the awards. A bit different. A nice little setting we have. Sun shining. You know, we ordered that specially for it. All I'm going to say again is hopefully we'll see all you girls next year, the 15s or the 18s or whatever we're doing, whenever that is. Please just keep in contact with us. We've got all your WhatsApp groups and all the rest of it. When we know what's going on, we'll let you know, and the club will as well. So have a good summer. Please keep training because it'll be really hard when you start if you don't do anything at all.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you all whenever we can.
Take care, girls.
Bye.
Looking forward to play.
Good evening, and the most important award of the season is Coach of the Year. Let's have a look who's won. Wow, for the fourth year running, me. Under 18 player of the season. Oh, all right, no, I'll do that then. Okay, under 18 player of the season. Tight run contest this year, lots of competition, lots of people within one vote. So a few name checks out to Lottie, Lily Ayres, Jess, Kaylin, Keris. You all ran close. But this year, Lily Coughlin. Go Coughlin!
I'll pick my battles cause I know I'm gonna win the war. I'm not rattled cause I shattered all of this before. Steadier than steel cause I'm ready with my shield and sword. Back on the saddle cause I gathered all my strength for more. And I won't bow, I won't break. No, I'm not afraid to do whatever it takes. I'll never bow, I'll never break. Cause I'm a warrior, I'll fight for my life like a soldier. All through the night and I won't give up. I will survive, I'm a warrior. And I'm stronger, that's why I'm alive. I will conquer, time after time, I'll never falter. I will survive, I'm a warrior.
You know, I've done these a few times, and I'm reading from the scripts. But lastly, a few words on the past, present and future. Girls rugby at Hitchin 6 years ago had a handful of girls, and now we have 3 squads totaling over 70 players, which is fantastic. When Dermot and I decided to reboot girls rugby 6-7 years ago, we had a dream to grow girls rugby in the North Arts area to become the club that girls wanted to come to play rugby, because we had the spirit of rugby, and also we like to win. And I think this season we achieved it. It's not an accident we have two of the current Hertfordshire Girls County coaches, or that the local RFU point the local schools in the Hitchin area to Hitchin Rugby Club to play rugby, or that England and Saracens players visit our club to coach, give out awards, or take part in some fantastic Instagram posts. Well done for those. It's taken some very hard work and dedication from coaches, parents and players to carry on promoting Hitchin Rugby Club to up the profile of a community rugby club that makes a difference to girls sport. So, raise your glass to the best girls rugby squad, I think, in England, Hitchin Rugby Club. Cheers.
You know I said it's true. I could feel the love, can you feel it too? I could feel it all. I could feel it all. You know I said it's true. I could feel the love, can you feel it too? I could feel it all. I could feel it all. Yeah. You know I said it's true. I could feel the love, can you feel it too? I could feel it all. I could feel it all. You know I said it's true. I can feel the love. Can you feel Ooh.